I feel like a lot of you use the whole let's request Darkness to do reviews thing as a way to get me to review games that I have no business reviewing, because wow, seriously, you know who you are, and Terraria is... I just feel really weird actually reviewing this game now in... Oh god, it's 2017, somebody shoot me. Because the game's pretty old by this point, by, PC game standards, and it's not really a game that many people really play anymore. It didn't have longevity of Minecraft, which became, a franchise. Terraria, it made more of an impact than a lot of the, I guess you could call them, Minecraft ripoffs did, because Terraria, I could start this review and end this review by saying Terraria is 2D Minecraft. Because at its core, that is precisely what it is. But I don't want to do that because the thing about Terraria is not only did it take the Minecraft concept and make it 2D, giving it a nice 8-bit retro look, but it also tried to add its own unique elements. Elements that nowadays are actually in Minecraft, but weren't at the time Terraria added them. Things such as NPCs, which are actually a massive, massive, massive part of Terraria. See, the thing about Minecraft, especially old-school Minecraft, was that the building components were fun on their own because you could, create, these 3D models of anything, really, at the end of the day. But Terraria, and this is just me guessing here, as I wasn't on the dev team, I kind of ran into an issue where it's just not as much fun to build things in Terraria. On a 2D scape, you can build stuff, but at the end of the day, you just have a really big house. And whether that house is made of ice or stone or, anything like that, at the end of the day, it's still going to be a house, no matter what you do. And there's only so much you can do with that, so it had to add things to make the game, to make you want to play it, because it simply wasn't as much fun to simply build stuff in Terraria as it was in Minecraft. So Terraria went a different direction, and basically added a ton of RPG elements into the game. Again, elements that would not be added into Minecraft until much later, starting with the NPCs. The NPCs, there are many different kinds, and all do different things to improve your character's stats and weapons and stuff. You can shop with the merchant, or you have the nurse to heal you, just a couple examples there. And because more NPCs show up the larger your house is, the more complete rooms you make, the more better off you're going to be at the end of the day, because you have different NPCs to give you different things. And that's a massive change from Minecraft, where there really, again, especially in old school Minecraft, there wasn't really much of a point to making big houses and rooms in Minecraft. I mean, you could do it because, it was fun to do it, but what were you accomplishing? Like, you were effectively doing nothing. You were just kind of creating projects for yourself. Whereas Terraria, there are actually different objectives. The more rooms you have, the more NPCs you have, the more helpful they're going to be. Mining is changed up because there's a lot of things to find in the mines beyond just, say, rocks. Which, Minecraft has that too, but they added a lot of secret rooms and chests to find and stuff like that. And it's true, Minecraft eventually added things like mines, which had the same kind of deal, but I think Terraria wound up doing this first. Again, something that they wanted to distinguish itself from Minecraft, because there's a lot of different kinds of weird crafting in Terraria. Especially when it comes to weapons and things that can improve your character, because there are things like the ice boomerang and stuff like that can make your character do things like slide down walls. It's really stuff that would not be, in place in a non-fantasy setting. This is effectively a role-playing game where you're trying to scrounge up and build a role-playing character and get magical items to fight the various enemies you come across. And there are many, many, many different kinds of flora and fauna in Terraria, some of which are found in the mines, some of which show up above ground, and there are bosses, which, again, is something that was really unique when the game first came out. And by defeating said bosses, you get certain items and craft better stuff. It's this slow progression with Terraria, where by the end of it, you wind up with a character that probably looks ridiculous, but can do a lot of really, really cool stuff. And that's really what Terraria is all about at the end of the day. It's about finding and making cool stuff. And you can play with your friends. and find and make cool stuff with your friends. The co-op element in Terraria is great, and if you could find a bunch of people to play it with you, being able to explore the caverns together is probably one of the best things about the game. I actually would almost not recommend playing Terraria by yourself. It really is a game that needs your friends to play with you for you to have, you know, a full experience out of it, because most of the best moments I had playing this game were when I was playing with other people, and a lot of stupid stuff can happen, whether it be accidentally falling into a room of spiders like me and Duck did while I was getting this footage. Whoa, 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 whoa!
What?
I...
Well, that happened.
I did not see that there were wall creepers down there. And we both died horribly. Stuff like that happens though, and that, you know, we died, but it was funny, and that's the kind of, you know, innocent enjoyment you can get out of an experience like this. And again, you really need to play it with somebody else in order to get that sort of deal. Unfortunately, there is not much else I can really say about Terraria, hence why it's a micro review, because there's no way I could possibly do a full review of this game. And again, since the game's so old, a lot of you probably played it by now, I would imagine. If you haven't, find somebody who has and pick it up. Even people that I know that don't really like games like this seem to appreciate Terraria, because there's, you know, a lot of fun to be found within the game that goes beyond just crafting and building. Even if you just like fighting monsters, it's got that. I mean, there's something to like, and being able to play and craft with your friends improves the game tenfold. So find a group of people, play some Terraria, and have some fun. Till next time, this is Darkness, and I bid you all a fond farewell.